Hey Scorpio, this is your 4-leaf clover reading. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I appreciate your viewership. It means the world to me. If you need a private reading, my information is down in the description box below, or any other information. And let's get started with your 4-leaf clover spread. I'm going to pull the cards and then we'll go over them after that. Two more cards for Scorpio. One more card. Okay. So your first card is Discernment, right here. And the first card is what most inspires hope for you. And you got Discernment. So let's see what it says. Depicted here is an adaptation of the 3 wise monkeys replaced by 3 vintage geishas. Their gestures characterize a famous proverb, speak no evil, see no evil, and hear no evil. Our sense organs can lead us astray from our goals and best intentions or aid us in getting to the truth of a situation. The Discernment card heralds an opportunity for powerful growth and expansion and the need for raised awareness. Examine the facts, draw on any relevant wisdom, learn from past experiences, and listen to your intuition. Now is the time to examine the bare truth before moving forward and for being mindful of any possible consequences of thoughts, deeds, and actions. 3 spears, the zodiac, compass, and the world crown, each geisha suggesting variety and favorable circumstances for significant advancement. But this forward motion depends on the quality of wisdom underlying your powers of discernment. The crows in the far distance indicate an omen of approaching change. In shamanic practice, crow medicine is called upon to aid in clarity of vision and personal transformation. Guard against scattering your energies at this time and know that the mighty ally of discernment is as critical to your survival along the spiritual path as on the physical plane. There are not many worldly laws to protect the human heart as it ventures into the unseen realms of the spiritual psyche, yet the perils are just as real, if not greater, precisely because of their intangible nature. The sovereignty of our spiritual domain rests within our wise counsel and the natural laws of cause and effect. Wise discernment is key to effective integration of spiritual principles in our daily lives and well worthy of the time, effort, and patience needed to cultivate it. And for the second card, it's areas in need of faith at this time, and you got awakening. A woman emerges from a bed of roses, symbolizing pleasure and pain. She is surrounded by cowslips called little keys of heaven, or Our Lady's keys, for their shape. In a room infused with rays of a sunrise shining through an old window pane, her upward gaze is one of recognition or seeing the light. The illuminating power of light, revered as a metaphor by many world cultures and faiths, represents truth, godliness, and the dispelling of darkness. The auspicious card just speaks of new light on your pathway, and the process of awakening can take many forms, whether subtle like the soft dawn of a new day, or the challenging as when the steering blade of truth is needed to sever ties that no longer serve you well. Could it be time to wake up and own your part in a situation, where it may be otherwise tempting to blame others? Or maybe you need to be brave and release old fears and make a conscious choice to open like the rose and embrace a fresh perspective on your life. The transitional energy of awakening helps liberate you on your journey of awareness and assist you in discerning the valuable from the valueless. And your third card is ways in which you can be more open to the exchange of love and connection. And you got grace. Poised in the scene of a heady blossoms, lakes, and mountains, a bejeweled dancer is captured in a moment of rupture. Twirling a gossamer veil in the rays of the afternoon sun, her carefree form moves effortlessly in the harmony with the beauty that surrounds her. She is intoxicated with the spirit of grace and delights in the sublime sweetness of the passing moment. In addition to obvious visual beauty, grace can manifest in other ways. The name grace has Latin origins and means favor or blessing. In religious traditions, grace means unmerited favor or loving kindness of God. Grace cannot be bargained for, as only the divine mind decides when and how to reveal itself. The presence of this card calls you to pause, take heart, and return to the miraculous simplicity of the moment. Through the gift of life alone, you are already part of the miracle of grace. You may feel overwhelmed by the pressure surrounding you or isolated and disconnected from the beating heart of your sacred relationship to life. Perhaps you are overanalyzing things or measuring your progress by man-made yardsticks, which have no bearing on your spiritual identity. Without a doubt, there have been countless times when you sought guidance and grace was present but went unnoticed. She can be found in the space between notes of a tune that call your body to dance and spirit to soar. She's hidden within the silence between breaths and in the very pulse of life itself. Look for her in the changing faces of Mother Nature. The next time you find yourself grumbling about the rain, remember these words from John Updike. Rain is grace, rain is the sky condescending to the earth. Without rain, there would be no life. When grace dances into your moments of loving connectedness, you will recognize her reassuring lightness of step and regardless of circumstances, be both humble and grateful for the perfection in each moment. Cultivate the eyes to see and heart to emerge with these gifts as they unfold bountifully in your daily life, and soon you will realize that the darkest days are never so daunting as to be beyond the reach of grace. And for your fourth card, it's how grace manifests into your present circumstances, and you got Sanctuary. A vintage goddess sits peacefully in a quiet reflective beneath the arches of her sacred temple. Subtle shades of green represent the harmony found in forests and fields. A lone peacock stands atop a stone pillar. The auspicious birds of protection and watchfulness are said to be symbols of the heavens and eyes of the stars as depicted on their cascading tail feathers. Early belief held that a pair of peacocks guarded the gates of paradise. Our goddess Muse wears a dress made from similar plumage. A beautiful jay flies into the foreground, its loyal and protective nature a fitting presence. For some, the first experience of communion, celebration, and sanctuary begins in the safety and security of the family home. But as we grow, our perception of sanctuary evolves according to how we relate to the world in its ever-quickening pace. In contrast to seeking escape, the renewing balm of sanctuary helps us find sustenance and rejuvenate from within, while allowing us to simply be in the present moment. Your personal idea of sanctuary may manifest in the form of a special place, your spiritual beliefs, or the inner refuge of prayer and meditation. Whatever your preference, the appearance of this card speaks to its relevance for your life at this moment. Cultivate a little distance from an issue by nourishing your spiritual resources in the safety of your private oasis. Viewing life from a renewed sense of perspective will help you arrive at a more attuned choices for the future. Okay, Scorpio, that's your reading. Thank you for your viewership. Please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below. If you need a reading, all of my information is in the box below. Bye!